welcome to my channel. It's Vanessa here again in Nessa Kitchen, and in today's video we'll be making jollof spaghetti. Yes, jollof spaghetti or vegetable spaghetti. So these are the ingredients we'll be using for our jollof vegetable spaghetti. First of all, I'll be cutting the chicken breast because we'll be using chicken breast in our jollof spaghetti. So I'll just go ahead, I'll slice the chicken breast into some smaller portion, so that I will just season it up with some spices and salt and allow it to just steam for some seconds before I will use it. So that is what I'm doing. As you all can see, I'm just cutting the chicken breast into smaller pieces. You can use chicken breast, you can use fish, you can boil fish and just shred it into smaller pieces. You can just put anything you want in your vegetable spaghetti, but I just decided to go ahead and use chicken breast. Yeah, so that is just what I'm doing. I'm just cutting it, and I'll just go ahead and cut the whole tray. Yes, this is the last one. After cutting them up, I'll just season everything. You can use any season of your choice, but for me, I'll be using Maggi, I'll be using salt, I'll be using curry, I'll be using a little bit of thyme, black pepper, white pepper, I'll be using garlic. All of them will be in the powder. So that is what I'm doing. I'm just putting my black pepper, my white pepper, my garlic, my curry. Yeah, just season your chicken with any season of your choice, guys. Use any season that you have. So that is just what I'm doing. I'll just put all of my season cube in it. That is paprika. Yes, I put a little bit of paprika as well. Yeah, that is white pepper. Yeah, I'm just seasoning I just want to like season all the chicken. Yeah, that is beef stock for grilling. In case if you want to grill, the beef stock is really good for grilling. And I'll just go ahead and put my currywurst now. Yeah, so that is what I'm doing. After that, just wash your hands. My hands are already washed, so you just go ahead and you just mix it, like just massage it very well so that all the season will like stimulate inside the chicken. Like, yes, that is what I'm doing. And I added 1 cube of naan. Yes, I added 1 cube of naan so that the chicken will have taste when frying it. That is what I'm doing. I'll still go ahead with my hands and massage it, mix it so that everything will really like go inside it very well. Yeah, so I'm going to just keep it for some seconds aside, and I'll just go ahead. Now it's time for me to cut all my vegetables, because as I said, we are making jollof vegetable spaghetti. So first of all is my onions. I'm cutting my onions. Go ahead, cut it into any shape of your size. For me, I just chopped it like that. And the next is my spring onions. Yes, I'll just go ahead and cut my spring onions as well, as you all are seeing. That is what I'm doing, cutting my spring onions. Yeah, so that is done as well. I'll just pack it and set it aside. So the next, now I'll have to be cutting my paprika. I'll be using the red paprika, the green paprika and the yellow paprika. So that is what I'm doing. I decided to cut mine like this. You can cut yours in any shape of your size, any shape you like. You can cut yours. I'm just shredding mine into this straight shred pieces. Yeah, so I'll just pack that aside. The green one is done. I'll just go ahead and cut the red one as well, and I'll do same to the yellow one. I'll just slice all of them into little pieces, and we'll set that aside as well. Yeah, so I'm done cutting all my paprika. So yes, I love pepper in any of my food, so I just went ahead and I cut a little bit of the hot pepper, the hot tatashe. Yes, so here are all my vegetables. These are the vegetables we'll be using for the jollof spaghetti. Those are my paprika, and that's my carrot, and I have my onions, and I have my spring onions, and a little bit of my hot tatashe by this side. So those are the vegetable we'll use in our spaghetti. So next, now I'll just place a pan on fire. I've already boiled it and the hot water is already boiled. It's time for us to parboil our spaghetti. So I went ahead and I put in a little bit of salt. Salt is going to help the spaghetti. It won't really like gum together, and it's also good for you to like put your spaghetti in hot water, not cold water, as everything will just make it like it will gum, like I don't know, like yeah, gum. When it's boiled, it won't be like one. Do you understand? Everything will just gum and be together. So the salt and the hot water help the spaghetti to like separate, and the salt will like help in bringing out the starch from the spaghetti very well. So I'll just avoid that. Yes, yes, you can see now it's not gum, it's not sticky at all. They are all separated. So I just want to check and be sure that it is done, because it's better for you to boil your spaghetti now to the stage, because once you are frying it with the vegetable, you won't really like fry it that long. So next, now I'm going to cool it up with cold water. I'll just wash out the starch. That is what I'm doing. I'm trying to remove the starch away from the spaghetti. So I'll just wash it out from cold water. As you can see, that is what I'm doing. So next, now I'm going to place a pan on fire, and it's time for us to fry our chicken breast. So I was showing you guys that you can use olive oil or you can use the normal vegetable oil, but for me here I'll be using the vegetable oil. I'm going to mix both, but for frying this I'm using the vegetable oil. So yes, you remember our chicken, that was the first thing we did. That was why it's good for us to like do it from the beginning. You will set it aside, it will steam, all the pepper, the salt and everything will really like go inside it very well. So when you fry it, it will taste so yummy and so delicious. So that is what I'm doing. I have already put the chicken inside the oil, as you can see, and I just have to allow it to like cook and also fry because you know it's raw chicken. So trust me, it will take time, but it's better you do it properly, so that when you are eating it, you won't be feeling like you are eating uncooked chicken. You understand? Yeah. So it took a little while, but yes, now it's done. You can see it's standing one. It's not gummed together. That is to tell you that it is gone. It is done. So it's time for me to bring it out. Yeah, so after taking it out, there's no need of you changing the pan. I use the same pan. I just put in my sliced onions, and I'll be using this tin tomato. I'll be putting in a little bit of tin tomatoes as well. And I don't know, yeah, I showed you guys earlier, I have already mixed pepper that is already boiled, pepper with onions and tomato that I've already boiled before. But I'll use the tin tomato first after frying it. Yes, it's done now. So this is my mixed tomato, onions and pepper. It's already boiled, so I'm just mixing it inside the tomato and I'll fry it as well. So now it's time for me to season it. I season the chicken with the chicken cube, while I'm going to season the stew with the crayfish Maggi chicken. So next, now I'll just go ahead, I'll use the same seasoning, the white pepper, green pepper, the curry, the thyme, the garlic powder. So that's what I'm doing. It's still the same seasons that I use for the chicken breast. That is what I'm putting in my stew as well. So I'll just give that a good mix and allow it to cook, and it's done. It's set aside. So now I'm using a new pan, and now I'm going to use the olive oil so that the vegetable oil won't be too much in the food. So after putting in my olive oil, I went ahead, I put in onions, as you can see. So I'm just going to give that a quick stir and allow it to like steam for a while, from some seconds. Next, I'm going to put in my carrots. Yes, we are trying to fry or steam our vegetables, not really like fry, just steam them. So next, I'm going to steam my carrots. I discovered that the pan was too small, so I have to like change it into a bigger pan. So next, now I'm going to put my paprika. Yeah, that is what I'm putting in now, and I'll just mix it up together. I'll just put a little bit of the currywurst as well, the liquid one. Yeah, that is just what I'm doing. You just taste your vegetable. If you feel like you want to put maybe salt or anything, so that the vegetables too we have like a little taste, go ahead and do it. And that is what I did. I added a little of some seasoning cubes. So next, now I'll just put in my spring onions and my chopped tatashe, and it's done. Don't allow it to stay long on the fryer. It's done. So next, now this was the pepper that we fried, but I discovered that that pan will be too small for our spaghetti, so I turned the pepper into a big pot. And next, now I'm going to put in our spaghetti. You can see that that pepper did not have water. There's no water at all. Yes, allow it to be dry like this. Is you are frying it and you are also cooking it. That is what you are doing. So just allow it to be dry. Don't make it to be watery. I did the first one. When I mix it properly, I put the next spaghetti, and I'm still frying that as well. You can see there's no water in the pot. There's no need of you putting water. So I'll just go ahead and put in the final spaghetti, and I just wanted to just test it. And at this stage, yeah, it was perfectly done. And I'll just put the next spaghetti. Yeah, that is the next one. So all our spaghetti is in, and the sauce is perfect. Yes, the sauce is perfect for the spaghetti. It's not too small and it's not too much. The next, now I'll be putting in my chicken breast. You remember the chicken breast that we fried earlier? It was set aside. So it's time for it to go into our jollof spaghetti. After that, I'll be putting in my vegetables, and I'll be putting them bit by bit and mixing the spaghetti. So that's the first batch. I'm going to give the spaghetti a proper mix, and then I'll put in the final vegetables. So yes, everything is inside the pot. Now it's time for us to give it a very good stir. And look at that, guys. It came out so perfectly. The spaghetti was so yummy. We really enjoyed it, and trust me, guys, I ate this spaghetti with fresh orange juice. Thank you all for watching. I hope you like it and you will try it. I'll be seeing you in my next video. Please subscribe, share and like. Bye.